Hello everyone, this is James. Welcome to Self-Made Finance, where we teach you to be your own finance manager. In a layman's language, we give you the basic financial management skills that you need to take hold of your finances. Today we're talking about investment for beginners. Are you a beginner with no investment history? Are you thinking about how you can start your investment journey? Are you worried thinking about how you can get the good ideas to start your investment journey? Today, I have a few tips to help you. Keep watching. Welcome back to Self-Made Finance, where we teach you to be your own finance manager. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell so that anytime we drop a video, you can have it. So we're going straight into what we're talking about today, investment for beginners. Like I said, I have a few tips to help you. So the first thing you need to do as a beginner, if you want to embark on an investment journey, is to set up emergency funds. Somebody will ask why I'm talking about emergency funds, why was we talking about investment? If you are investing your money, you are locking up your money into something for a period of time, so you need to prepare yourself for emergencies. Immediately if something happens, how you can cope financially. You need to get yourself ready for all these things so that you will not resort to liquidating your investment even before time. And when you do that, you're foregoing the return that you're supposed to get. So before you go into any investment, you need to ensure that you are financially prepared now for any emergencies. So set up emergency funds so that you'll be able to give your investment the time it needs that will give you the best return that you're looking for. Ideally, investments or emergency funds are supposed to cover a period of 6 months, but because you're a beginner, you can start from 2 months living expenses, so get funds that can take care of you for about 2 months, and then you can build on that later. But the bottom line here is that if you want to go into investment, make sure that you set up emergency funds to take care of your expenses immediately so that can give you investment time to mature for you. Secondly, set your investment goals. There's a reason you're doing what you're doing. There's a reason you're setting up that funds and keeping it for a period of time. There should be a reason you are investing. So know your goals, because mind you, the goals will tell you the kind of investment that you can go, the investment class or the asset class you can go into. So set your goals. If you're investing towards your retirement, it means that you can go into long-term investment. It means that you can choose asset class that needs time to mature to give you the return that you're looking for. If your goal is to, invest towards your rent that is due in about 6 months, about 1 year, then you know that you need to go into a short-term instrument, a money market instrument. So set your goals right before you go into that. Other than that, you're going to have what we call investment mismatch, So you are investing towards your rent, but then you go and buy bonds that needs time to mature. It's wrong to do that. So know your goals so that you choose the right investment that matches that, so that you didn't have that kind of mismatch in your portfolio. So what I'm saying is that before you go into investment, know your goals, know what exactly you're investing towards, so that you know the asset class or the kind of investment you can go into. The next thing you need to do is to educate yourself. You can't just go into anything at all. You can't just invest for investment's sake. You have to know exactly what you're doing. You don't have a bit of knowledge about what you're doing. If it is T-bill you want to go into, know about it. Know what investment means. Know what risk is. Know what returns means. You don't know all these things before you go into them. If it is stock investment you want to go into, you need to understand the dynamics of the stock market. You need to know how it works. So you don't just allow your cash to just go. You need to understand what you're doing. So educate yourself, get resources that can help you, give you knowledge about investment or whatever thing that you want to do. And that's why we're here. That's why our YouTube channel is here, to help you to understand some of these things. You can always visit our YouTube page and then learn some of these things. But what I'm saying is that if you want to invest, if you want to be a very good investor, then you need to educate yourself about investment. Elsewhere in other part of the world, people pay. But here we don't really value some of these things, so we don't do that. So what you can do is educate yourself. If you can pay, educate yourself about investment stuff, so that you know exactly what you're going into. You know exactly the risk that is involved. Let me give you a typical example. The likes of Men's Gold that came and then collapsed. If you are an investor who understands risk and return, you could go into that it collapses, you lose your money, but you don't really care because you knew about that. You knew that it was a risky investment that you did, because the returns were so good. Means when the return is so good, that the risk is also there. You understand some of these things, so when something goes bad, you don't care because you knew about that. So know some of these things before you go into investment. If you don't do that, you're going to be disappointed. The next step available is to organize your finances to put you in a position to invest. Organize your finances. Don't leave your finances to chance. It's about time you keep track of your expenses, because mind you, you are going to invest. You're going to put a chunk of your money into investment. So if you don't organize yourself, if you don't check your expenses, how do you make that money to invest? So you need to check up your expenses. You need to have a budget, know what you're spending on, know what your income is, and how much you want to put into any kind of expense. So please, you don't leave your expenses to chance or your finances to chance if you want to be a very good investor. So organize your finances, have a budget, track your income, track your expenses, know where your money goes, know that what you're buying is something that you need to survive. Don't just, buy anything at all because everybody's buying. So please, if you want to be a very good investor, especially if you're a beginner, organize your finances very well so that you can free up enough cash for you to be able to invest. Finally, start now. The best time to start investing is now. It doesn't matter how much you have right now. It doesn't matter how small the amount you have. So start now. If it is a money market account you are going to open, just go and open that account now. Any amount you have, just open that account. Just get started. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to wait till you have a lot of money. That's the thing that's really dragging people back. They think that if you want to invest, you need to have this particular amount of money. Yes, there are some investments that require a huge amount, but there are some too that you can start with anything at all. So start now. The best time to start investing is now. It is not too late. Mind you, because you are a newcomer or a new investor, you haven't made mistakes, and then you have the time to learn from people who've been there and made mistakes and corrected them. So the time is now. Start investing, and trust me, you're going to be fine. So as a beginner, you don't have to be worried. These steps or these tips will help you to get you started. Just go through them. Just commit yourself to them. Just make sure that you really take them to heart. You really commit yourself to these things. And I believe you're going to be fine. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Self-Made Finance. God bless you.